If you are under the age of 18, the content of this video is not intended for you, so please stop watching now. Hey YouTube, it's Audrey, and I'm here to share with you my favorite swap ever. This is Tamika's Christmas winter theme shape tag swap, and I do believe this is the 10th anniversary, and I have played all 10 times, and I just always look forward to this swap. And this year Tamika threw a little twist to the usual swap, other than the fact that it can't just be a rectangle or a square or a circle. Sometimes she also says that it can't be a Christmas tree or a stocking. She wants you to kind of think out of the box. Well, this year we definitely had to think out of the box because she added a theme of Christmas movies to it. So I'm excited to see what everybody else will be doing, but I am going to show you, to start off with, all of the things that I used. I used a lot for this. I used my Spellbinders pop-up die cutting glitter foam sheets. I love these things. I used black. I used these two Christmas, well, maybe I'll do this so you can see it better. These two Christmas embellishments, the holly and the wreath from Hobby Lobby. I use these stickers that I got quite a while ago from Hobby Lobby that are just clear stickers that say Merry Christmas. I use Craft Perfect red ribbon and chili red. This was for my hanging element, which is required on your tags. This is a die that I have had. I don't know. I got this one and this die. These are both I got online way back when they started doing those when the dies were $1 back in the day. So both of these are several years old from when that first started happening. Then I used these two things from Crafter's Companion. This is a stamp, and then this is a cut and emboss folder. And so you use those together. I use this word baby out of this new baby stamp stencil and die set from Creative Craft Products from Craft Stash. I used a stencil out of here. This was from the Pink Fresh course that I took, and I used this little stencil to make this little outline, and I'll tell you more about that later. I used a couple things out of here. Well, actually, I think I only used one thing. I used the chef's hat and the matching die from this paper discovery set, also from Craft Stash. The Simply Made craft set from Craft Stash. I used the sleigh. This is an old Three Birds stamp set from HSN from years and years ago. And I love the to and the from out of here, so I use that, and that is also a requirement of the tags, that it has a to and a from. I was going to use the to and the from die out of here, but they were just a little small, so I ended up using the stamp. And then I used the envelope liner piece out of here, and this is from Creative Craft Products from Craft Stash in the UK. And then last but not least, I used a couple pieces out of this Bake with Love set from Tonic Studios. I used one of the skillets, and I used the spatula out of here. So those are the things that I used. And let me show you what I've made. This is what I am housing my tag in. So just a quick little folder that I made. But I added the Merry Christmas here, as you could tell, and then the wreath there. And then I was going to put like one of those Tim Holtz door or hitch things, but then it would stand up and I really didn't like the burnish, so I just left this because I figured if it's just a flat back, you can't pull that, so I just kind of left it. But the door opens and there is a little scene in here, like a tree and fireplace with stockings and part of a chair. And so I used this embossing folder. I layered it with a layer of black, and then I also used green cardstock. My information is on the back. And so that is the folder that I used to house my tag. Now, I will tell you that my favorite Christmas movie is Christmas in Connecticut. I think it's from like 1945. It stars Barbara Stanwyck. And I love watching that movie. She plays a columnist for a magazine, and she writes about all these recipes that she cooks. And she has a husband, lives in a farm in Connecticut. And she has, a spinning wheel. She has a baby. She also has people sending her things, like they send her a lot of rocking chairs, all those kind of things. But it's all a lie because she lives in a little tiny apartment in New York. And then it was right after the war, and there was a guy who had been left afloat for, I think, like 18 days, and he was in the hospital. He read her articles, and his nurse, who liked him and wanted him to marry her, sent a letter to the publisher of the magazine saying she felt that he would feel a whole lot better and get well quicker if he could spend holidays at some place really homey like this lady Elizabeth Lane wrote about. So she has to come up with a way. She has a guy who wants to marry her. Blah, 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 blah. He's rich. He had a farm in Connecticut. So they played this whole farce. She agreed to marry him. She took the guy with her who gave her the recipes that runs a restaurant because she didn't know how to cook. So they were faking it all. And as it turns out, the soldier came and things progressed. And then, of course, the two fell in love. And so it's a nice little romantic comedy about how that came about, because she was actually supposed to be married. And I think for 1945, it was a little risque because he kind of was falling in love with a woman that he thought was already married. So, but she never got married to the other guy. They ended up getting caught, blah, blah, blah. You have to get the movie. That's just a semi-brief overview of the movie, but I really love it. So the theme of my tag is Christmas in Connecticut. And so here is the folder, and then here is my tag. Now, my tag has some of the key things from the movie. I didn't have a rocking chair because I really wanted to have that on here, but I didn't have one, at least not one that I could find. And I couldn't find a spinning wheel, and I didn't just want to like find pictures on the internet and put those on there. So what I used was this couple, and this is representing her and the soldier when they went to this dance, and then they were dancing together and were only had eyes for each other. And on that I used some snow white with a hint of silver paper, and that's from Crafter's Companion. And then there is a little tiny bling here at the waist at the top of where those lines are. And then I added bling on the top of the memo, and I used the holly for the clock hands, and then I used the skillet, the spatula, and the hat because of all the cooking and the recipes. And Felix, who is the restaurant owner who gives her the recipes and went to Connecticut with her to cook, wore a chef's hat. And then there's a scene where the publisher also invited himself to come along to Christmas. So he wanted to see her flip flapjacks. So thus the skillet and the spatula are on there, and that's why they're on there. The pocket watch was something that Felix said that the baby, well, he said that the baby swallowed the pocket watch. That's why I have a watch and a baby. And then the letter is from Smart Housekeeping Magazine, and it says, to Miss Mary Lee, who was the nurse at Navy Hospital, Staten Island, New York. In reply to your letter of the 15th, Ms. Lang will be very pleased to entertain your friend Jefferson Jones, the sailor, at her farm this Christmas in Connecticut. Alexander Yardley. So Christmas in Connecticut, I added that. That was not in the original text from the movie, but the rest was. But I added Christmas in Connecticut so that people will know that that's what the name of the movie is. So with the clock, I backed it in red because it cut out all the Roman numerals. As I said, I added the bling, and then the baby is that glitter foam. So I put the little chef's hat on dimensionals. Then I have the red ribbon here for my the tying element. And on the back, I have, excuse me, my to and from, but I also added the sleigh. And I really wanted to get that on the front, but there was just no room. I couldn't get all the things. I was trying to put as many things from the movie on here. And this is a sleigh that after they were at the dance, they went outside and they were walking and talking, and they sat in the sleigh. Then the sleigh started just moving. Instead of making the horse stop, they just kept riding, and sort of got accused of stealing the sleigh. So, as you see, I backed the clock with red, and I also added a red layer onto the back of the couple so that it wouldn't be so much white in the back, and the letter would just be the focus. So this is my tag, and it is an envelope, as you can see from this side. So I started with the envelope, and that's where I used the envelope liner, and it's actually lined with a plaid paper, but all of the paper kind of got covered up. So I don't want to bend it too much, but those of you that receive this, you do see a little bit more of it because I pulled the letter down a little, and so you can see a little bit of that plaid liner. But that is my tag this year for the movie thing, Christmas in Connecticut. And just to show you quickly how I have packaged it, I have used these clear pencil bags that go in notebooks. So I have a little bit of shred in there, and then there is a gift in there that I will let you be surprised. It is not Christmas themed. Usually for the Christmas swap, I have Christmas themed items, but I have not pulled out a lot of my Christmas stuff. Plus, I don't think I have any Christmas themed items that I have in my giveaway drawer. So the gift is not Christmas themed, but it's a very nice gift. And then what I did was I had these little package decorations that I got last year after Christmas on clearance from Hobby Lobby. And so I used those on there. And then 2 of them say joy. And then 2 of them say Mary. And then on the back you could see who it's from, although shred is covering that one up, but my information is on there because I didn't want to stick something else on the outside. So that is my swap, my packaging, and hopefully this will inspire you to see the movie if you can. I know you can rent it on Amazon Prime, and then there are a couple places that other places, and then it might be on some of the TV channels like the My TV or Me TV or some of those, or Turner Classic Movies. If you have that, it might be on there. But if you get a chance to watch it, please do so, because it's really a good movie. I watch it every year, although I didn't see it the last couple years, but I actually just ordered it from Amazon. So I'll have the DVD because that's one I didn't have in my stash. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Just wanted to tell you thank you so much for watching. Hopefully other people will be showing their tags, and I'm sure that Tamika will do a tag reveal. Not sure if she's going to do them live this time or if she's just going to record them, but that will be coming up sometime in December. So thank you so much for watching, and you all have a great and a very blessed day. Bye-bye.